Rose free kick, plays it to no one really, and it'll be Tigers ball once again. Alex with it. Switches the field, finding Griffin. Trying to find Cookett inside. Not able to get to him though. Nice chase down by Cookett. The ref will call handball on that play. There'll be another Rose free kick. Rose free kick. Seems that Rose is looking for that long ball into the box, but don't seem to have any player to get enough power to get it that far. We'll see how they switch that up as the game progresses. Here's Ellison, nice interception there, winning the ball back for this Tigers team. Missouri lets it go towards Hornsby. Hornsby out wide towards Carter. Trying to scoop it over the defenders, not able to do it. Here's Griffin, trying to play that long throw and find Missouri. Nothing there though. Headed away by this Rose team once again.
Yeah, so far again, been super impressed with this Roosevelt back line. Really communicating, not allowing anything to get behind them. We know how talented this front three of the Tigers can be, and they've done a great job of slowing them down. That's partly due to them really dropping back with almost 9 men coming back on defense.
Dangerous ball there given away by this Tigers team. And here's Rose with a chance. Biddle chasing him down. Trying to make a tackle. And Rose will try to cross that in, but no one there. Ellison misses the kick, but is able to get back on it. Finds Cookett. Nice one-touch curve. Trying to find Missouri with those through balls. So far, I mean, one worked. Wasn't able to get finished, though. I expect this Tigers team to continue doing the same. Here's Griffin with it. Throwing it down the line towards Carter. And looked to be a jersey tug there, and there'll be another Rose free kick. A lot of free kicks and fouls this game so far. A little bit sloppy from both teams. Hopefully they start to shape up.
I mean, you play a totally different style of football. When it comes to playoff time, you win and go home. There's no, and it is extra time, so this game won't end in a draw like it is in the regular season.
Here's Rose with a chance. Can he get a shot off? He does, but not enough power there. And a routine save for Matthew Healy. That's a dangerous one there, though, given away by this Tigers team. Both teams now with a clear chance to score. Here's Cookett with it. Cookett taking the team on by himself, trying to poke it forward towards Aziri. Can't find him. Here's Rose with it. Laying down this right-hand side. Trying to take out Ellison one-on-one. Gets past Ellison. Puts a cross in though and well handled by Matthew Healy. Going to be slowing things down. Scanning the field, make sure he's picking out the right pass. Here's Asiri with it. Trying to play that long ball towards Elias. Too far though, and scooped up by this Rose keeper.
Tigers again coming out very slow in this one. Not a single shot on goal. Only shot on goal for either team is just that one we saw right there. Tigers been able to control possession decently in this one, but I like to see them be a little bit more patient with their opportunities, not just force that ball, that long ball or that through ball in, and look to hold that possession, work the ball around, make one move, and then take some shots on goal.
Here's a dangerous chance for this Rose team. Probably looking to put that back post. Instead goes front post, but there is Biddle. Not cleared away though, and Alex able to deal with it, kicks it out. I mean, we talked about how this Rose team was going to park the bus, but so far, had some great chances. I mean, if you ask me, they should have scored on that one. A little bit lucky there from this Tigers team that he wasn't able to get good contact on that shot. And here's a wild one, and no threat to this Tigers team there. Keeley not even reacting to that shot.
Yeah, I mean, we said it from the start. The Tigers can't overlook this team. No matter that they beat them in the regular season, no matter what the score was, and no matter what the records are saying for either team, that all doesn't matter here when it comes to playoffs. Whichever team wins, they'll move on, and whichever team loses, their season will come to an end.
Alex with it, drawing up that ball. Trying to find Carter down this right-hand side. Nicely defended there by Rose.
Those through balls continue to not be able to connect down the line, really forcing it, especially to Carter on that right side.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great communication so far by this Rose team and that defense. We've seen the center back switch when they need to. We've seen them shut down these wingers as soon as they get a touch on the ball.
Allison just trying to do a little bit too much right there. Like them just play their style of football, move the ball around, find the open man, and really maybe force Roosevelt to play a different style of soccer and kind of apply some more pressure, be able to break that stuff down, and then make a move on goal.
Oh, that's brilliant there by Alex, finding Nico, but once again doing too much and giving it away. So much room to run down this right-hand side for this Roosevelt team. Switches the field. Well defended there, though, by Bryce. And they would call offsides. Wait, excuse me. It will be a foul on Rose.
I'm going to call that one a handball there.
Here's Hornsby. Looking at his options. Plays it back towards Bryce. Back towards Hornsby. Alex with it. Pushes it on towards Ellison down this left-hand side. Finds Cookett inside with a one-touch pass towards Elias. Well defended there, though, by this Rose team. Tigers team moving it around nicely, trying to see if they can find anyone downfield. Here's Carter. Trying to play Cookett, but intercepted by this Rose defense. Rose trying to get something going here. And bad touch, and that goes out of bounds for Tigers throwing.
Again, Rose doing a great job of clearing that ball every time the ball gets into their own half. Just not really giving the care and just trying to boot it away as far as possible. The defense continues to look locked down in this one.
What a tackle there by Elias, and here's a chance for Wilson inside towards Ozuri. Ozuri shoots it, and off the post and in. And that is the first goal for this Tigers team to give them a 1-0 lead. Finally, they get their breakthrough on a tackle by Elias. As we said before, this is what you get when you don't give up on plays. This is what you get when you run. This is what you get when you hustle. And this Rose defense, as brilliant as it's been so far, makes a mistake and are punished for it.
That's exactly what I said earlier, that passion that this Tigers team has. You can see it again all last year. This year they're not giving up on those plays, keep fighting for that ball even when they make those mistakes. And the connection between Elias and Winston has really been there all season long, and a beautiful cross right there by Elias, and the Tigers take that 1-0 lead. And now if you're the Roosevelt Rough Riders, being down 1, you can't play that style of park the bus and just forcing those long balls. You got to play a little bit more aggressive. Again, there is plenty of time left, 18 minutes left in this first half, but still, you got to switch it up a little bit because the Tigers can kind of play that same style and play very much slower with them having that commanding lead.
Yeah, we see a substitution for this Tigers team. It will be Henry Ellison exiting the pitch and Quinton Folds entering, which will move Alex to this left back spot that we usually see him play in. And they will have Quinton Folds as the center defensive mid, that anchor for this midfield.
Yeah, Coach Congola trying to move back to that normal back line that we see with Jonathan, Rashad, Bryce, and Alex. The 4 seniors, they do a great job of holding it down, and part of the reason that they kind of struggled to give up so many goals last game is that they didn't have 2 of their main key guys for the whole game, with Bryce being out with an injury and Rashad showing up late.
Yeah, Missouri tried to take advantage of this left-hand side. Wasn't able to get past that second defender though, and it'll be out for a Tigers throw-in. Here's Elias with it, trying to cross it inside. Cleared away by this Roosevelt team. And here's a chance for them to make something of this play. Coming down this right-hand side. Folds defending. Able to take a touch around him though. Nice cross inside. Shoots it and deflected off Jonathan. You seen him get good contact right there. That would have been a dangerous one if Jonathan wasn't able to get in front of that. And it was scooped up by Matthew Healy. Healy looking downfield, trying to find Elias. It's a great ball there. Elias trying to header it backwards towards Aziri. Isn't able to find him. Still fighting for it though. Rose able to get it out that danger zone. Find number 13 in their midfield. Trying to get around 2, is not able to do it, and it'll be his Tigers ball once again. Nice 1-2 there between Elias and Jamie Cookett. Here's Griffin with it. Trying to find Hornsby inside. Intercepted. Cookett with it. Cookett finds Folds. Folds looking downfield. Switches the play towards Bryce. Hornsby. One-touch pass towards Folds. Folds finding Cookett. Finds Elias. Here's Hornsby with it. Surrounded by 2 though, and gives it away. Biddle with a bad tackle there, and here's a chance for Rose. Too slow though, and trying to do a Rabona kick there, not sure why, but gives it away, and a nice move there by Bryce to get around him. Alex with it, finds Elias. Elias trying to play that one-touch through ball towards Hornsby. Too far though, and the Rose defender lets it run out of bounds for a throw-in. Yeah, Rose seemed to be doing a little bit too much up top. They're trying to get too fancy there, and so far it hasn't worked at all for them. Right there, for example, they had a good chance. Instead of giving a simple pass, tries to Rabona it. And a nice tackle by Bryce, and that shut them down. Here's Hornsby. Pokes it free of danger towards Folds. Folds switching that field, finding Alex. Here's some room to run for this Tigers team. It's too slow, and there will be a foul actually on this Rose defender. Be a free kick for this Tigers team. Last game we didn't see this Tigers team take advantage of these free kicks and corners. We'll see if they worked on it, if they talked about it, but you got some threats for this Tigers team. You got Rashad Biddle, you've got Nico Carter, you got Winston Azuri, all 3 who can easily get their head on the end of this. And here's Elias with it, and what a header into that back post. And that will be 2 goals for this Tigers team. Starting to break away here. What a ball by Jamie Cookett. It's able to bend it around. And Elias is able to flick that header on towards the back post. No chance for that Rose defense. And as we were saying before, we want to see this Tigers team take advantage of free kicks. And there you have it. 2-0 Tigers.
Yeah, you said it exactly right. We saw the Tigers be very effective in their free kicks and corners last year behind the beautiful balls of Jamison Cookett. He does another great thing right there. And Tigers now up 2-0. I already said it after 1 goal. Now after 2 goals, Roosevelt has got to switch it up a little bit. I like the play that they've tried to have around the wing.
And there is Rowe's shot. Dangerous looking shot. Had a little bit of venom behind that. And Healy makes a wonderful diving save towards that top left corner.
I was just about to say, I like the play that they had down the...
Scoreboard, 2-0.
They had down the wing, kind of getting those crosses inside the box and making things happen. So I like to see them try to do that, but they got to get out of that park the bus a little bit more, got to be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end, not just clear the ball out when it gets into their own third, try to hold that possession a little bit more. If they want to have any chance of getting back in this one with 12 minutes left in this first half.
Yeah, we see 4 players warming up for this Tigers team. We see John Mayberry, Grady, we see Manji, and we see Francisco all warming up. You got 3 attackers warming up there, John, Carp, and Manji, all attacking players, and then you got Francisco, who obviously is a midfielder. Here's Cookett, giving it away towards Elias. Tigers hunting for this 3rd goal, but Elias hits it too hard and it runs down that left-hand side. And it'll be Rowe's ball. Here's Elias with it. Cross inside, no one really there. See if Rose can get something cooking. Down 2-0 is not where you want to be right now. Probably looking for a goal before the half. And Cookett tries to poke the ball free, but ref will call a foul on that one. Here's a Rose free kick. Playing it short. We haven't seen them do much of that so far this game. See if they can keep some possession. So far it's been dominated by the Tigers team. Wonderful cross inside. Doesn't seem to be able to get a touch on it. Given away there by Healy. Dangerous position. Tigers lucky that the attacker wasn't able to get a good touch on that. But a scary sight there for the Tigers. A lot of miscommunication, but here's Carter with it. Carter getting past 2, trying to play that through ball towards Elias, falls back towards Carter, but a wonderful slide tackle from that Rose defender stopping this attack. And Cookett put a break to this Rose counter, and it'll be a Rose free kick.
Yeah, Carter showing that pace when he gets in open space. He's going to be tough to stop. Can make some plays with the ball in his hands. Sometimes, at times in this season, we've seen him do a little bit too much, but he's really found his role in that right wing position, and that front 3 of the Tigers has been very dangerous, especially with the addition of Elias, Sandberg, Fernandez. Beginning of the season, like you said, not having the biggest role, wasn't coming in as that starting player, but really found his edge towards the end of this season, and he's going to be a big factor for them, not only in the DCIAA playoffs, but entering the DCSSA playoffs with starting striker and leading goal scorer for this team, Winston Oziri, not being able to play in the first round of that.
4 substitutions for this Tigers team. We see Manji, John, Grady, and Francisco all entering, and Jamie, Elias, Nico, and Malcolm all exiting. We'll see how these fresh legs affect this game with under 10 minutes left in the first half. Great pressure there by Carp, forcing an error from this Rose midfield. It will be Tigers' ball. Bryce gives it towards Mayberry. Mayberry pokes it towards Ozuri. Ozuri seemed to have been fouled there. No call by the ref. Rose players thought he got smacked there by Ozuri. I'm sure it was unintentional. Here's a Tigers throw-in. Griffin with it. Throwing it deep to no man's land. Cleared away by Rose. Roosevelt doesn't know what to do with it and decides to just kick it upfield. Only as far as Alex, who finds Francisco. Francisco has Manji running down this left-hand side. Manji trying to take this Rose defender one-on-one. Gets shut down there. Here's this Rose team trying to play down that right-hand side. Well defended there by Alex. Isn't able to stay up on his feet. And Rose still with it. Only as far as Bryce Griffin. Here's Bryce playing it one more towards Francisco. Wonderful through ball for Ozuri. Ozuri can make it 3-0. And a great save by this Rose keeper. Another big chance missed by Winston Ozuri. But I cannot lie, that was great execution by this keeper, being able to get out on time and catching Ozuri off guard and blocking that shot.
Exactly right. Putting the body on the line there. Trying to keep his team in this game. Tigers attack, trying to make things a little bit more chances in this late in this first half. We saw them capitalize on their first two biggest chances of this game, and now looking to add a third goal to that tally.
Francisco there swarmed by Rose players. Rose trying to build up a little bit of play. Ball goes out of bounds and it'll be a Tigers throw-in.
See the Tigers kind of getting into their groove a little bit. Similar to the type of thing we saw against Murray, kind of come out a little shaky, lose the possession, not be able to play their style of football. Same thing we kind of saw here early. That kind of park the bus style kind of threw them off guard, didn't really play their style, trying to kind of force the ball deep instead of holding possession. But now we see them kind of getting into their groove, playing, adding the pressure into their defense, and really commanding the possession in this one.
Yeah, here's Mayberry with a lot of room to run. Great touch to evade the defender, flicks it out wide towards Carp. Carp looking inside towards Manji, finds Margie, Manji volleys it. And a little bit too far right. Great ball there by Carp, a little bit behind Manji. Manji can't wrap his foot around there on the volley, and that sends it wide.
Yeah, another great chance for the Tigers. Carp plays an excellent ball. Haven't seen as much as from him this season. But you just see the kind of Tigers having this team chemistry that we haven't always seen from them in previous seasons. Really, this team seems to get along with each other and all want to see each other do big things. And it could be a factor when they want to play these big-time games, coming together, kind of, I don't know.
Rose playing physical here, trying to get past two. Seems to be a little bit of a flop there, but ref will give it to him. And with under 5 minutes left in this half, Rose have a good chance here. Tigers gave up a goal against Murray this weekend on these free kicks. Let's see how they defend it here. Carp headers it away. Manji adds onto it, but only as far as Rose number 10. Poked away by Francisco, plays it up towards Mayberry. Mayberry got some green space ahead of him. Trying to switch the field and is foul on his try doing so, and it'll be a Tigers free kick. And the first card of the game comes out, and that will be towards this Roosevelt team. Ref didn't like the physicality there, especially after the ball had already left Mayberry's feet, and awards him with a yellow card. Alex with the free kick, looking to put this into that back post. That's where the Tigers seem to like to place it. You got number 7, Winston Ozuri, and John Mayberry, number 11. Two big potential targets for this cross. And here's Ozuri, tries to header it on, and a little bit right. Narrow miss there Another chance for Winston, Missouri. And Rose once again get away from it. That could have been a detrimental third goal for this Tigers team. We talked about in earlier games how a problem for this Tigers team was feeding Winston, Missouri and getting Winston, Missouri these chances. We know they rely on him a lot on this attacking. And so far this first half, they've done an excellent job of that. Missouri's had 4 chances, has converted one of them as we've seen. But great play from these wings so far by this Tigers team. Rose trying to cut down this lead before this half ends. Love the little roulette there and a croquette that tries to take on the shot all by himself. And Healy gets a touch on that before it goes out. Not sure why he did that. But all of a sudden it will be a Rose corner kick. This is something, as a team dominating the game, these are the things that hurt you. These are the things that scares you. Anyone can score off a corner kick. And here's a Rose corner towards the front post. Well defended though and cleared away by Jonathan. Those are the things this Tigers team is going to try to avoid in the second half. Those free kicks, those corner kicks, as one slip up on those, and all of a sudden you only find yourself up 1 goal.
Yeah, and we've seen the Tigers specifically struggle at those this season at times. Really just make mistakes, and especially in those big time games. Really, Tigers haven't done the best job of closing out those games, and those set pieces giving up goals on those can really make the difference in those big time games. Whether it's games against St. John's, the game against Murray that we just saw, all of those games, every little thing, the tide can change, and they need to improve on those if they want to have any chance of making a deep run in the DCSSA.
Yeah, game stopped briefly here. There'll be a Rose player down right now. Number 5 for Rose. It seems to be off a clash with Winston, Missouri. Not sure what type of injury he has sustained, but he does seem to be in a little bit of pain, and Winston seems to be limping a little bit here too. And he'll be subbed off for number 9, Elias Landberg. Rose player seems to be all right here, limping off the field.
Injury is never what you want to see in the game of soccer.
And he will be substituted for number 19 at this left back spot. Seems to be something with his arm that got hurt on that clash. And here's a quick free kick taken by Fullis, trying to find Carp on his right-hand side. Cleared away by Rose. Only as far as Jonathan. Plays that ball down his left-hand side towards Manji. Lovely little bit of skill there from Manji, playing down his left-hand side. Can't get the cross and goes down, but no penalty is called. And it'll be a Tigers corner kick. Corner towards that back post. Finds ahead of John Mayberry. Can't connect well with it.
Beautiful hustle right there from Biddle to win that corner right back. Fighting for that ball in the corner, and it's going to go off of Roosevelt's defender's foot.
Yeah, smart play there by Biddle. sees that he's swarmed by Rose players, and makes the most of it by trying to kick it off their shins and gains a corner. Corner towards that back post. Mabry once again doesn't get connection on it. Great ball there by Alex. Rose keeper taking his sweet time, trying to let these seconds tick till that first half so they can regroup and patch some things up. Carp gets an interception. Is smacked in the face. Down on that field. Seems he got hit in the nose right there. Great hustle there by Carp trying to win that ball. It's able to win this team another free kick right around the 35-yard line, excuse me. And there'll be Jonathan on it. Never mind, gives it up for Alex.
Already scored one of them this day. This one's gonna go short.
Here's Rose with it. Nice ball down this right-hand side. He's able to get away from Folds. 2-on-1 here, 3-on-1 here. Tries to get a shot up as he realizes he's getting closed down. But no danger. Doesn't even get it on target. In fact, it's blocked by Jonathan. Rose trying to play quick here, see if they can get a goal back before the half, but bad touch there, and it will be out of bounds for another Tigers throw-in.
Yeah, you could hear that on that previous corner. Rashad yelling to his team, don't let that guy out of your sight. Kind of communicating and warning each other about that man trying to make a deep run on that counterattack, and Tigers do a great job of shutting that one down. That'll do it for her first half action. Tigers with a 2-0 lead behind a goal from Winston Oziri and a header off of a free kick taken from Jamison Cookett to give the Tigers a 2-0 lead. We'll be back for second half action. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content like this. We'll be back. We're back for second half action of the DCIAA AA semifinal in game between your Tigers, the 1 seed, and the Roosevelt Rough Riders, the 4 seed. Tigers to commanding 2-0 lead in this one, behind a goal and an assist from Elias Sandberg Fernandez. But can't count this Roosevelt team out. Like you say, the 2-0 lead is the most dangerous lead in soccer. 1 goal and you're down their throats. All the momentum shifts. So should be a great second half.
Yeah, we see a similar lineup here to start the second half as they're starting the lineup. Only one change. We see Nico A making an appearance at that center defensive mid role. We saw him play there against Murray, was very solid. And we also see Alex playing in left back instead of Bryce, who started this game out. Here's Cookie with it. I think a key for this Wilson team, as we saw on Saturday, is not to get too comfortable with their lead. 2-0 with 40 minutes to play is a lot of time left. So they have to keep their heads and they got to keep that ambition and that hungriness.
Yeah, exactly right. The Tigers have lost a lot of close games this season. Against teams like St. John's, they lost 2-1. St. Albans, they lost 1-0. Flint Hill, Bolus, they lost 2-1. And then last game against Murray, they lost 4-3. These close games, they just haven't been able to finish them out in the right way, and losing all of their games by 1 goal. Just a few things can go their right way, and they would have a much better record than they do have right now.
Here's Rose with a dangerous chance, first chance of this second half. Free kick from right about the 25-yard line. Just tries to go off goal and too high there. Not the best shot we've seen so far this game, but not the worst. I like the ambition, but the execution just wasn't there. Here's Ellison with it. Trying to play it towards Carter. Tries to turn, loses it, and fouls the Rose defender. Try to get that ball back. Rose takes that free kick quickly. Nice team pressure here by this Tigers team. Rose able to break it down, and suddenly they have a lot of room to run. Lovely ball to switch that field, but headed away by Jonathan. Ellison can't get there quick enough, and it will be out for a Rose throw-in. Long thrown into the box, headed away by Jonathan. No team able to get possession of it. And that'll be out of bounds for another Tigers throw-in. Allison up the field towards Carter. Carter tries to chest it, gets away from him. Jonathan clears it upfield, trying to find Desiree. Desiree patiently waiting for that ball to drop and is able to get on the end of it. Shady tackle there by this Rose team, but Elias has it on this left-hand side. Nice cross inside. Cook it on the end of it, can't get on it. Malcolm finds it, shoots with his right foot, but wide left. And it'll be the second card of the game against Rose once again for that tackle before on Missouri, which the ref let play on.
Yeah, another beautiful cross right there from Elias. He's doing a great job of feeding that ball into the middle. Another chance that the Tigers just weren't able to capitalize on.
Yeah, but I love how this Tigers team is really taking advantage of this width that they have. A lot of passes have been played out there, and they've been able to beat this Rose defense by playing it around them. Landberg fighting for it. Isn't able to get it though, and here's Rose. Switches the field. That looked like a handball, not called by the ref. A shot from Rose, and once again, too ambitious from this Rose team, taking shots from 30, 25 yards out, and nowhere near a threat. against this Tigers team. You'd like to see them play it up a little bit more, get some passes working, maybe try to get something into the box. But if they keep those long shots, if they keep doing those long shots all night, this Tigers team should be cruising just fine. Healy kicks it up, trying to find Carter. Isn't able to get a good head on it though, and it falls towards Rose. Here's Roosevelt with a chance. Trying to get passes built up. Intercepted by Cookett. Cookett trying to play down that right-hand side. Ball intercepted, it falls outside. Out of bounds, excuse me. And miscommunication there by Nico A. and Ellison. And it'll be a Rose throwing. Here's Rose with a chance. Ball's back to him outside the box. Isn't able to get a shot off though. And nice pressure there by Rashad. He's able to get a tackle on. Poke that ball free and it'll be a Rose throwing. Takes the throw quickly but throws it upfield. Cleared away by Biddle. Nice tackle there. Malcolm picks it up. Out wide towards Carter. Ellison making that overlapping run. Carter trying to play a through ball towards Azuri. A little bit too ambitious there. Finds on one. Here's Elias with it. Trying to find Hornsby. Rose with a chance. Playing that ball down that left-hand side. Ellison not able to get a good touch on it. And a shot from Rose. Not enough power and not enough placement. Coach Congola doesn't see something he likes out there. Trying to give his players some warnings and some tactics. Switch up their play. I think he feels a little bit shaky about those long balls down the flanks. This Tigers team has struggled defending passes in the air. We saw the fourth goal for Murray, if I'm not mistaken. It was a through ball in the air that was badly defended. And let the Murray Frog score a goal. And the rest going to get talking to Jonathan here. Not happy with Jonathan's complaining.
Yeah, and all it takes is one mistake made by this Tigers back line. We saw that a lot. We saw it a couple times against Murray. We just kind of caught a little sleeping, caught by those Murray strikers playing that long ball through. All it takes is one goal, and the Roosevelt Roughfires are back in this one. It's not like they've had their fair share of chances in this one. Had a couple shots on goal, especially early on in this game. Just need to keep it up and kind of apply more pressure, make this Tigers team make these mistakes.
Yeah, I perfectly agree. And here's Jonathan with the ball. Out towards Ellison. Jonathan trying to play that long ball towards Zuri. And I like how they're trying to get Zuri involved in this game, but I think similar to Rose, those long passes just haven't worked so far. They've really gone into no man's land and just given possession away for free to the other team. I think they should try to build up a little bit more, get their team up the field before they try to make those through balls into that final third. Here's Rose with it. Playing that long ball. We see they love to play these long passes. Giving away, and here's Elias trying to play that through ball towards Azuri. Intercepted by Rose, and a lovely tackle once again by that Rose defender. Get the ball away, and here's Rose with a chance. Trying to play a ball down that left-hand side, and it goes wild and falls into the hands of Matthew Healy. Alex with it, plays Hornsby. Hornsby and Nico. Nico, one touch to Elias. Elias trying to get away from two defenders. Gives it away, but ref says foul.
Game getting more and more chippy in this one. Roosevelt not trying to want to have their season end here. Being a little bit more aggressive, applying a little bit more pressure, especially with that front line. Tigers have been able to deal with this so far, but got to make better passes than that.
Yeah, but you would think with the lack of ability to be able to build up that play, keep that possession by this Rose team, that they would be pressing a lot higher, taking that chance. I mean, you're down 2-0 against a very capable Tigers team. You should try to force as many errors as you can and try to get free chances. And if I were them, I would definitely consider upping that pressure and taking that risk, moving their back line up a little bit.
Yeah, so it's like you kind of go from polar opposite of having that drop back in that first half or when it was 0-0, but now being 2-0, you know they haven't been able to play that normal style of soccer. You kind of go to that polar opposite of that full on of pressure, really trying to cause those mistakes. No like middle ground in between for them.
Really trying to play it long towards Alex, isn't able to find him. Luckily goes out for a Tigers throw-in. Alex throws it in towards Hornsby, who loses it. Love slide tackle by Elias. Seeing him been shaken up on that play. A little bit of a turf burn there. Love to see that sportsmanship though from the Rose player helping him up. There'll be offsides on that Rose player. Actually, I think it'll be a push-off, the Rose player.
Yeah, but I believe, if I'm not correct me if I'm wrong, there is no offsides on a throw-in. You can, oh, dangerous.
Here's a chance for Rose to get back in the game. Trying to get a shot off. Great block there by Jonathan once again. Another shot seemed to hit the hand of Biddle, and it did. And it'll be a penalty kick for Roosevelt. Exactly what we said you wanted to avoid if you were this Tigers team. Stupid mistakes like that, which end up giving this Rose team a chance. It was a little bit unfortunate and unlucky by Biddle as his hand was in a natural place trying to protect his face from the ball.
But it's all caused by that pressure, just like you said, pushing up that aggressive pressure in the back. Tigers make a little sloppy mistake, not trying to pass that ball right in front of the goal, and are lucky to give up a goal right there, but then can't fully clear the ball, and now a dangerous opportunity here for Roosevelt to get right back in this game if they're able to tuck this one away.
Yeah, we see Biddle coming off the sideline here. He's a little bit heated right now. And a shot, and what a save by Matthew Healy. It was a good penalty towards that bottom left, but Matthew read him perfectly and extends himself to push that ball out of bounds. And now all of a sudden you went from this Roosevelt team having all that momentum and all that energy shifted towards this Tigers team. Rose take the corner quickly. Find number 13 trying to get a shot off. Lovely turn there, but surrounded by 3 players. And a ricochet shot.
Yeah, Healy's made a couple of great saves in this one. Really just showing off the athleticism, making that jump and diving save right there. Unfortunate for Roosevelt to not be able to tuck that one away. And just like you said, all the momentum that they thought they might have gained after picking up that penalty has now gone back to the Tigers.
Yeah, I perfectly agree, and I think these next 5 minutes we'll see a Tigers goal. As I say that, here's Cookie with it. Gets past one, tries to get past another. And Carter goes down, exclaiming for a penalty. Won't be given to by these referees. I think a problem for this Tigers team, the offensive third, is they get past one Rose player, and then immediately another one is right back on them. I think they got to release the ball more. They've been trying to take on too many players by dribbling. think they should focus more on these 1-2 passes or even shooting the ball. We haven't seen many long shots from them.
Yeah, the 2 goals they've scored today. One, again, is off of a little mistake made by
Here's
Roosevelt.
Carter with it, and it falls back towards Missouri. Missouri shoots and blocked again. Another chance for Winston Missouri. Isn't able to finish it there, though. Lovely sliding tackle by this Roosevelt team.
He's had chance after chance today, only being able to tuck one of them in the back of the net. He's got to be able to be frustrated. Kind of in a little bit of a cold streak here. Had that last chance, that late chance in that Murray game, where we thought he wouldn't be able to tuck that one away, but just inches away from a goal. And today hasn't been the type of day that you expect from a Winston Missouri caliber type of player. Look at me whip this one in.
Picked up by Cookett. Cookett takes a shot. Isn't able to get good contact on it though, and it goes wide right for Tigers throwing. Here's this Roosevelt throwing. Playing it back. And there's that long ball we see they love. Trying to connect to the striker. They're able to do it and flicks it on one more. Here's Rose trying to create something. Great tackle there though by Cookett. He forces a turnover. Here's Hornsby that tries to get around the defender. Isn't able to do so. Falls towards Rose number 12. Trying to switch that field. Finds 14. 14 taking on Ellison one-on-one. Passes it back. Only as far as Manji. Manji's able to poke it free. Ellison went down, saying he got fouled. Ref didn't see it. Here's Rose with a throw-in. .13 trying to put a hat on Elias Landberg. Doesn't work. Well defended there by Landberg. Rose still with it though. Bad touch there, given away. Hornsby too far. And once again, given away by the Tigers team. Well closed down though. And Cook is able to pick it up. Has options on his left and right, chooses left. Here's Missouri with a chance. Missouri takes a shot on with his left foot and way over the bar it goes. Looked like he was going to cut in there. It's right there. Opted for that left foot shot.
Missouri continuing to struggle to finish in this one. Got a little bit of a storyline update. We now know the final 2 teams that will be in the DCIAA girls team. It'll be a rematch of last year between School Without Walls and your Jackson Reed Tigers. But as of 7 minutes ago, the Bell Griffins have a 1-0 lead against the Walls boys team. So it could end up where the 2 teams rematch in both the girls final and the boys final of last year.
Here's Rose with a throw in a dangerous area. Trying to see if they can start some chaos in this Tigers defense. Well defended there though by Cookett. And here's Missouri. Missouri too aggressive there, and it'll be a Rose free kick. You got 5 players warming up for this Tigers team. You got Quentin Folds, Grady Karp, John Mayberry. You got Manji, you got Francisco. Ball bouncing around in this Tigers box. But it will be a Tigers free kick after a push in the back on Elias. Here's Nico with the ball. Finds Elias. Elias down that right-hand side towards Carter. I haven't seen much of Carter in the second half. Carter trying to get around the player. Falls towards Cookett. Cookett tries to poke it on one more towards Missouri. Intercepted by this Rose defender though. Cookett goes down and it'll be a penalty for this Tigers team after the Rose defender tries to put a tackle in, clips Jamie Cookett, who goes down and is awarded a penalty kick, and the Tigers with a big chance to put this team up 3-0 and surely end this game, buying them a ticket to this DCIAA finals.
Again, this shows the passion, the aggressiveness from the Tigers to be able to win that penalty. Roosevelt not able to clear that one. Cookett staying in the play even after they lose that ball, and Roosevelt just being a little too aggressive right there.
Here's Winston with it, trying to get 2 on the day, and a calm, cool, and collective penalty. The keeper goes completely the wrong way, and it will be 3-0 for this Tigers team. Winston Missouri there, calm as you like, waits for that keeper to lean on one of his feet. The keeper leans right, and Winston puts it left. Great finish there by Missouri. And just 3-0. The Tigers lead with under 20 minutes to go in the second half.
Yeah, now if you're Roosevelt here, you got to put your all into this game. 3-0 down with only 19 minutes left in this one. You're going to have a miracle if you want to come back in this one. Tigers can really just play the possession game, and especially in the second half, we haven't seen many chances from this Rough Riders team. So something's really going to have to switch up in their offense if they want to win this one.
I think now if you're Rose, you got to go all out attack. You got to risk so much that you give yourself, or you open yourself up for that 4th goal against the Tigers, but I don't think you have another choice. Down 3-0, you have to get a goal within these next 5 minutes, or this game is going to slip away from you. 6 substitutions preparing for this Tigers team. We're going to see a substitution in the net. It seems Jack, number 0, will come on for Matthew Healy. We haven't seen much of Jack in these big games so far this year. However, Jack is only a junior, so I'm sure we'll see more of him next year. Here's the ball towards Missouri. Escapes him there. Could have had a chance. He's able to keep it in bounds and force a force a Tigers throw in that final third. Substitutions will come on. It will be Grady Karp taking the field for Elias Landberg. Nico Carter will come off for Manji Komuru. It will be Malcolm Hornsby will come off for Quinton Folds. John Mayberry will come on for Jameson Cookett.
Yeah, potentially the last time those players will step on this Jackson Reed pitch for a home game. So there's potential to play again here if the Tigers are able to secure that 4th seed in the DCSSA playoffs, but right now they sit in the 5th seed, so if nothing changes from now on, this will be the last game they play at home.
Foul there on Missouri. Tough challenge by that Rose defender. Ref having a word with him.
Yeah, Missouri's really been beaten up all day, taking a lot of brute up and hits, playing that striker position. Not the player you want going down.
Yeah, tough day of work for Winston Missouri, number 7. Bagged himself 2 goals on the night, but has been coming up against a very physical Roosevelt defense that has definitely tested his patience and tested his physicality. Here's a free kick taken by Jonathan. Long ball in the box. That's a great ball there. And 2 Roosevelt players clash, but the keeper is able to hold on to it. Punts that far down the field. No one really there to get it. Biddle doesn't seem to be able to take that one down. And gives it away for Roosevelt. Here's Rose tighting down this left-hand side. Trying to back heel it towards his overlapping run. Doesn't get anywhere though, and it'll be a Tigers throwing. Be another Tigers throwing here, taken by Henry Ellison. Trying to play it up towards Manji. Mayberry with it. Outside towards Azuri. Azuri takes him one-on-one, trying to find a crossing. Nice fake there by Azuri, but a lovely tackle by that Rose defender. Able to take that ball away from Azuri just as he was about to cross it in. Here's a Tigers throw and taken by Alex. Finds John inside. John turns, trying to get away from two. But a third Rose defender is able to clear it away. Here's Folds with it. Trying to poke it free. And all of a sudden a lot of space for this Rose team to run. Ball down this right-hand flank. We said this Tigers team can't fall asleep. They were well defended there by Biddle. Very attentive. And puts the tackle in at the right time, and it will be a Rose throw-in in the Tigers' final third.
Big week of games still ahead. Final action, at least for the girls, and if the Tigers are able to hold on in this one, for the boys too, this Wednesday. Fighting down that wing. No foul called on him, but they'll call a foul against Roosevelt, but they'll call a foul on Winston there.
Yeah, we saw Azuri's burst of speed there. Thought he got fouled on that first tackle. Ref says no, and Winston, letting off a little bit of steam, fouls the next Rose player as he sees. And ref doesn't like it and calls a free kick. Given away there and picked up by Karp. Karp running down that right-hand side. Manji trying to take him by himself, and is shut down by this Rose team. John Mayberry able to pick it, Rose player's pocket, trying to give it over to Francisco. Francisco takes it but loses it quickly. Here's this Rose team with a chance, playing down that left-hand side, one-on-one with Jonathan, cuts it back inside, trying to take that shot off, takes a shot. Good save by Healy, but a rebound goal, and Rose get their goal. 3-1 the scoreline is, with 12 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, it all started from that beautiful long ball down that left-hand wing. Just a beautifully placed ball, and Healy does a beautiful job to make that first save, but can't fully grasp that ball, and for an easy rebound for the Roosevelt attacker to poke that one in, and up their score tally to now 1. Momentum slightly shifted in this one, still a 2-goal lead for the Tigers, but 12 minutes potential for this game to be evened up.
Yeah, like I said, this Tigers team in the final third just seemed to want to take on this Rose defense by themselves. Once again, we see Monty there, for example, trying to take a big touch around the defender. The defender not falling for it at all. What a beautiful goal there by this Roosevelt team. That winger down that left-hand side is able to carve in and out, stunning Jonathan. Gives a good enough shot to where Healy's forced to push that ball away. He isn't able to grab onto it. And wonderful positioning by this Rose striker for an easy tap-in off the rebound of Healy's hand. And all of a sudden, if you're this Tigers team, you're up 3-1. You got a 2-goal lead. But a 2-goal lead in football is the worst lead possible, because as soon as this team scores another goal, this Tigers team will shut down. I guarantee you that. There'll be too much momentum for this Rose team.
But again, the goal they give up here is, it's not from build-up. It's not from working the ball in the midfield and possessing and playing against the Tigers midfield. It's that long ball. It's that ball played over top, and it leaves just the defenders of the Tigers back line to defend the Roosevelt attacking opposition. And that's where they've given up most of their goals this season. It's not when the other team has really broken down this Tigers midfield. This Tigers midfield has just stayed composed, whether it's guys in the game right now or guys like Jamison Cookett and Nico A. The Tigers are going to have to do a better job on that back line of not giving up those long balls, whether it's dropping that back line or holding that center defensive mid a little bit back and trying to shut down those balls.
Yeah, I mean, what we talked about all game, this was Rose's strategy coming in. They've been implementing all game. They stuck to it, and they got their goal. I mean, we've seen them all game, feeding those channels on those in the wings, and they get their breakthrough there. We hope this Tigers team is able to stay solid for the 10 minutes that are left in this game, though. Like I said, though, they can't keep their foot off the gas. You don't want to find yourself 3-2 down, even if there's a minute left in the game. Great tackle there by Jonathan. We saw a similar one in the Murray game. Very well at timing those slide tackles, right when the attacker takes too big of a touch. Attacker seemed to have landed awkwardly there, though, and is in pain.
Yeah, but this isn't a... But if Bell is able to hold on in that other semifinal action, we know they were up 1-0 earlier. Expect a similar type of game played by them. We saw last year, Tigers dominated them in the regular season, picking up a 6-1 victory. But when it came to playoff time, when it came to that finals, it seemed like a different style of game. Again, Bell played that kind of similar drop back, forcing the Tigers to take outside shots and not allow them to get behind the line. And then an unfortunate goal in the last 3 or so minutes left in that game led to the Tigers taking a big defeat.
Good work there by Francisco to keep this play alive. Manji with a wonderful turn, getting away from the defender. Giving a little bit of a shove there, but is able to give that ball back towards Biddle. Biddle to Jonathan, in towards Folds. Folds shut down, defended by 3 players. Forces Biddle to clear that up the field. Cookett wasn't able to get a good touch on that one, and now Rose with it. Here's Cookett with it. Surrounded by 4, loses it. Rose with it. Great sliding tackle there by Folds. Player down once again. Healy with it. Trying to find Manji. Manji's able to keep it in bounds. Never mind, ref says no. It'll be a Rose throwing. Rose got to really hurry here if they want to have a lifeline in this game. 8 minutes left, down 2 goals, and we see a substitution we don't usually see in this sport. It'll be Jack coming on at keeper for Matthew Healy. Matthew Healy had an exceptional performance today. Blocked that penalty, made another save. That Roosevelt goal wasn't really on him. Did the best he could with the opportunity that he was given. It was a bit unfortunate that it fell right to that Rose player. But a splendid overall performance by Matthew Healy. Throw in there, Francisco not able to get a good touch on it. Gives this Rose team the ball. Only as far as Folds, who clears it upfield. Finding Mayberry. Here's a chance all of a sudden for this Tigers team. 3-on-3 break. Winston slowing it down though. Trying to pick out his pass inside towards Francisco. They're not on the same page. But it luckily falls back towards Biddle. Out wide towards Griffin. A lot of room to run down this right-hand side if Griffin can find him. Griffin doing a little bit too much, but is able to find Manji down this right-hand side. Inside towards Cookett. Cookett towards Mayberry. Nice 1-2 with Cookett. Cookett looking to get a shot off. Does it. And another penalty one by Jamie Cookett. We've seen him in that final third, able to move that ball between his feet fast enough for this Rose team. And it'll be the goalkeeper for Rose getting a yellow after punting the ball in frustration. And it'll be Jamie Cookett taking this penalty. I think he wants his goal after all that work he's put in all game.
They're going to call this one a free kick just outside that box.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It seemed that Cookett fell in the penalty, but I guess the foul had started right before.
And it's still a dangerous play here, though, especially with the backup Roosevelt keeper in.
Yeah, I think you aim for that top left corner here if you're Cookett. You're too close to try to get it up and over the wall. And with an unexperienced keeper, I think you place that in the top left. There's no chance for him to get it. We'll see what he decides to do.
Yeah, it's likely that if you get this one on target, there's a good chance of it going in.
Here's Cookett with it, trying to play down that left, and grazes that bottom left post. Chance there by Cookett to bag his goal after a wonderful performance today in that midfield. Unfortunately, isn't able to do so.
Yeah, right idea though. Keeper didn't even attempt to dive for that, so if you just put that a couple inches over, Tigers would be able to extend their lead back up to 3.
Rose make a substitution, put their keeper back in after that play. He had to exit. Rose will be required to take this free kick again. Ref wasn't happy that the goalkeeper was still putting his gloves on. Goalkeeper punts that forward. Only as far as Biddle, who lobs it back. Rose trying to get something cooking, but Francisco says no. Jose scoops away from the defender and is fouled. Is stepped over by the defender. Francisco didn't like that. Starts talking. He's getting a little chippy here. Both teams getting a little angry with each other here. Trying to get the fans are a little angsty too. Ref telling them to go. No cards handed out after that tussle between these teams. I think Francisco was a little bit upset that he was fouled and stepped over when this Roosevelt team is down 3-1. He felt a little disrespected there. It'll be a Tigers free kick at the 30-yard line, taken once again by Jonathan. See if the Tigers team can add another one to the board. Free kick taken by Jonathan. Hits off the Rose defender though. Francisco trying to header it forward, but ends up headering it backwards. Jonathan helps him out there though, only as far as the Roosevelt midfielder. He tries to stun Chico with his skills, but Chico very alert, pokes it free. Be a Rose throw-in. Takes it quickly up the field. Alex taken down, and it'll be another Tigers free kick.
The game getting a little scrappy here with just under 3 minutes left. Approaching that 2-minute mark.
Yeah, I think this Rose team's a little frustrated that they're exiting this DCIAA tournament in the semifinals. I think they expected this year maybe to make it to that finals, but this Tigers team too strong to overcome. And here's Manji running down this right-hand side. Finds Cookett and is fouled when the ball wasn't even near him. Ref hands out another yellow card. I believe that is 5 yellow cards towards this Roosevelt team, and there'll be a Rose player down on the field. Here's the The Tigers with a chance. Free kick called back by the referee. Here's Jonathan with it, over towards Biddle. Biddle trying to find Folds inside, intercepted by this Rose team. Only as far as Cookett though. Cookett has space down his right hand side. Plays it towards Manji. Manji chips it over the keeper. And it looked to be a goal, but it actually hit outside of the right. Lovely chip there by Manji. Unfortunate. Inches away from being the 4th goal. Here's a Roosevelt though. You need to score off this play if they want to have any chance of getting back in this game. Doesn't look like it though, as this Tigers team is very solid back there. Roosevelt will now make a substitution. Here's the Roosevelt throwing. Trying to get a consolation goal at this point. Make that scoreboard look better for them. Nowhere to go though. Ball getting away by Mayberry under pressure. But they are not lovely tackle by Mayberry. Tries to relent. He falls to the ground. Here's Alex with it. Well defended. It falls back towards Rose, but way over the mark is that shot. And it'll be a Tigers goal kick. Here's Jonathan taking this goal kick. Surely one of the last plays of the game. Boots it up the field as far as possible, trying to find Mayberry. Falls towards Missouri. Here's Francisco with it, surrounded by 2 though, giving away, and Rose with a chance. Through the leg to this Rose player though, and Cookett picks it up. Jonathan clears it forward. Manji with nice press, hits off his face though, and it goes out for a Roosevelt throw-in. Here's Roosevelt playing it down this left-hand side. At this point, trying to get a consolation goal. Looking inside, finds no one, cuts it back. Lovely press by this Tigers team. You've really seen this team press coming along throughout the season. Something that Coach Congolo has loved to implement in his teams throughout the years. It'll be a Tigers free kick, throw-in, excuse me. Nope, never mind, free kick. Jonathan will surely boot this up the field. Plays that ball low to the ground, but somehow gets all the way to 20-yard line. Here's Mayberry chasing it down. Well played there, though, by the Rose defender. Rose trying to kick that ball up the field, seeing if they can cause any chaos there. Have it down this left-hand side, but it'll be out of bounds. It'll be a Tigers throw-in. And the Rose player just wildly kicks it into the goal. Fans claiming for a yellow card, as you're not supposed to do that. Trying to let off some frustration.
Yeah, the ref can call it at any time under that 2-minute mark. It's surely been at least 3 to 4 minutes since then, but still playing in that stoppage time.
I think a lot of players went down during this game. Built up to a couple of minutes. Ref trying to give teams a fair number of minutes. Tigers team though seems to be moving in slow-mo, trying to take the seconds off the clock. Waiting for that ref to blow the whistle, and a ball down that right-hand side, and there it is. Tigers take their ticket to the final of the DCIAA tournament. with a 3-1 victory over this Roosevelt team. Looked very dominant today, had many chances. This could have easily been 5-1, 6-1. But regardless of that fact, this Tigers team will go to the DCIAA finals on Wednesday night at Dunbar.
Yeah, great way to end the senior night for these seniors. A lot of seniors on this team, and they played a heck of a game today. Looking to move on and either play their rivals in School Without Walls or get their revenge from last year against the Bell Griffins, which unfortunately they lost last season. We'll have 2 final action, that means for girls and boys. Both teams looking to take that championship under their boots. And then we have a big football game this Friday against HD Woodson. So lots of action yet to come. If you enjoyed this broadcast, remember to hit that subscribe button. This has been Nathaniel Wigman.
And Mikkel Quack.
Thanks for watching.